Today I have pulled a card from the Considerate Cat Tarot, and this is her volume 2. And so let's go ahead and see what we have today. The Ace of Pentacles. So I'm going to read the short thing she has in her book, and then I'll use the Inner Tarot by Kate Van Horn to read a longer description of Ace of Pentacles. So in the little white book, it has opportunity and prosperity, beginnings and growth. Opportunities are falling into your lap with plenty of support and resources. So let's pull out the Inner Tarot, which if you've never used, I really like it as someone who doesn't know the tarot meanings real well. It's just very accessible and has ways of like journaling. And I think, like I've said before, I think I'll always have trouble remembering just because my issues with memory. So something like this is very helpful, especially if I'm working with a deck that doesn't have a guidebook that has, some don't have guidebooks at all, and some have like, you know, just a couple words, whatever. And I think those are really good if you know tarot really well, the meanings, but if not, having this kind of resource is nice. Keywords: manifestation, potential, growth, a path towards security, the beginning stages of a prosperous new venture, the space to land, a new ground to build on, a relationship, opportunity, or experience that promotes abundance. That promises abundance. Meaning, the Ace of Pentacles feels the most literal of all the aces to me. Its gift is typically something we can measure, extending a hand with a gracious offer. Spirit is giving us something tangible and opportunistic to grab a hold of. Consider this an invitation to invest your time. Don't second guess your hopefulness because there's great potential here. It's a card that shows the stable beginnings of something that could grow and withstand the test of time. It could be time to plant roots in a new city or house, begin taking steps toward a career that feels more aligned, settle into the next stage of a committed relationship, or welcome a new addition to your family. The earth element nurtures you as you plant seeds for new energies to bloom. Be gracious, stay appreciative and ready. You are inviting miracles in physical form. Connect to the Ace of Pentacles. Place your body in the hands of Mother Earth. One of the most accessible, simple, and truly effective forms of grounding is to find a patch of grass or soil and to plant yourself there. Take the deepest breath of your day and to visualize the earth element making its way into your physical body. I often close my eyes and envision the earth's energy growing through the roots of my feet, up my legs, and through my entire body until I'm standing taller, prouder, and stronger. Deeper reflection. Make a vision board. Does it have to be a magazine clipping collage littered across a poster board? No, though it certainly could be. Your vision board could look like a journal entry mimicking your future memoir, a Pinterest board with curated sections, or a drawing you sketch freehand. Your choice. This ace wants to give us something, to show the universe what's on your wish list. Get as specific as you need to. Create the reality you're willing to work toward. This book really is, I like the deeper reflection parts. I just dog-eared that page because for me, what jumps out is I've never done a vision board, but when people are like, you know, I'm at a stage where I'm having to start over in the middle of midlife, which is a difficult time. In some ways, it's a difficult time to start over, and in some ways, depending upon your support and the support you had time to develop over decades, it sometimes maybe not the best time, but maybe sometimes the safest time in its own way. But it's kind of like I definitely don't feel like I can go very far at the moment, but I don't know where I would want to go once I do have that energy. And I don't feel like I can, like, if someone says, like, oh, what's your dream? I'm like, I have no idea. I just don't think my brain works that way anymore. Maybe it did once upon a time. And even then, I don't think it did. Maybe when I was like 12. I'm not saying that something only happens, but I'm saying like I sort of lost something at 12. But what I can get behind is those sort of small steps. Like, oh, I'd kind of like this in my life. Oh, I'd like, you know, or I'd like this theoretically. Like, maybe I don't have the energy for it now, but. So, for example, I used to study a language, and the horrible crap that's been going on the past 2 years basically like pulled that out from under me. I didn't have the energy, I didn't have the focus, but like that would be on my vision board, being able to get back to that. So I think it might be helpful for me to put those things on, the things that I would like back in my life that either had been there, or new things that I'd like in my life that haven't been there, or maybe even just write some questions, and as ideas come, put things on that part of the vision board. So I don't know where I'd want that. Like, I don't know that I'd want to put it in my journal, because then it just closes once that journal's over. But I'm not sure. I'd probably want to put it in paper of some sort. Otherwise, it'll just get lost. But yeah, that's what jumped out to me. Actually, the deeper reflection thing, I think, spoke to me the best. So I hope this card helped you as well, and I hope to see you again soon.